Yo, what up? It's B Nasty from Toys Rap Battle League. Shout out Grizz Exam. They just had a fire event with a bunch of fire battles. This one definitely lived up to the hype. I think it wasn't even the battle that was everybody was paying the most attention to, but I think it was definitely battle of the night, hands down. So you had Rubba versus Joe. I'm gonna start off with the first round. Rubba, he has a solid first round. He has a lot of sleeper bars, a lot of material that you have to Google. You know what I'm saying? Like, just a lot of sleeper bars. You really got to pay attention to what Rubba is saying. His shit's fucking fire, yo. And it was solid all the way through. He went for 2 minutes and 50 seconds. I don't know how long the rounds were, but this particular round, Joe went 2 minutes longer than Rubba. Rubba had a solid first. I really liked it. Joe comes in with the rebuttal. It was a good rebuttal. I think he pretty much had bar of the night with the whole Diz bar. I pretty much got the biggest reaction of the whole battle. Even fellow Demon member NXT, he jumps in. He's like, he's doing his swaggy boxing stance. You know what I'm saying? He even enjoyed it so much. So I got Joe in the first. Solid round. I mean, and also too, I don't know if Joe stumbled a little bit or if he was about to get into his bar and somebody said something on the other side and he's like, nah, I got this, and he keeps flowing. I couldn't really tell, so I didn't dock him points for that. So I had Joe in the first. And if there are time limits on the rounds, I would say, you guys need to stick to that, but I didn't hear about a time limit, and I got Joe pretty clear in the first. All right, now I'm gonna jump to the third round. All right, third round. Rubba comes out. He comes out with this reptile scheme that was fire. Yo, this reptile scheme, bro. Y'all gotta go back and watch this shit. Yo, this is such a good battle. And he's got more shit in there that you need to Google. But this is a fire round. He comes out with the reptile scheme. What did I write here? Oh, the free game cap space bar. Psst, fire, right? The baby laxative bar. He's going around Joe. He's talking to the whole crew. You know what I'm saying? Like really establishing what I believe was some dominance in this round. Joe comes out. Joe goes for about 3 minutes 30 seconds. 3 minutes 33 seconds, something like that. Rubba went for 3 minutes 12 seconds. So this round was pretty close. This was Rubba's longest round, and this was Joe's shortest round. He comes out with a rebuttal that it didn't really hit. I think people just kind of laughed at it. I appreciate people trying to rebuttal. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's respected. I think it's needed in battle rap, and sometimes it separates two good rounds. If people have good rounds, and then somebody's got a rebuttal, they might take over that round. But in this case, I think that rebuttal fell short. I think the Joe's performance, his theatrics, it was dope. It was dope. He had the bumps on tongue, right? And that's when he does the Ace Amin shoulder bump. Rubba actually flies into me, you know what I'm saying? It looked a lot and felt a lot worse in person than it does on cam. On cam, it looks kind of light. It looks like he gives him a bump, but in the building, when he gave him that bump, Rubba like flew into me, you know what I'm saying? Like pushed me back, you know what I'm saying? They edited out the scuffle, that's cool. All good. But I'm giving that third round to Rubba. Now, let's get into the second round. I think this all comes down to the second round. What I got is Rubba, he comes out. He's got a solid round. He's got a lot more sleeper bars, you know what I'm saying? He's got a lot of bars that you need to Google. Like, he has more bars that I think took a bit more intellect to understand. And he has that kind of throughout all of his rounds, but it definitely stood out in this second round. Very solid round. It was also, this round, they were both, you know, I think getting in their emotional stage. Like, Rubba was starting to talk to Free Game, and then Joe kind of gets in his face. And also in Joe's round, Joe kind of gets, in Joe's round, Rubba kind of gets in Joe's face when they're talking shit. So you can see the tension rising in the second round that led to the third round explosion and confrontation. Joe comes out. He has an okay rebuttal. Most of his round is like Rubba flips, you know what I'm saying? He does have a little bit of wordplay in there. There was a little bit of time difference, but I think this came down to the second round. And when I looked at this round, I watched it several times. I took my notes, you know what I'm saying? I watched it looking at the film. I watched it with my eyes closed. And the conclusion that I came to, with the slight edge, and let me put this disclaimer out, I'm not biased towards any side. I've booked Free Game artists, I've booked Demon artists, you know what I'm saying? Even on the next card, I have Demon artists, I have Free Game artists, so I'm not leaning towards any particular group. I'm not from any particular group, you know what I'm saying? Completely unbiased opinion. But what I favored more coming down to that second round was Rubba Tongue. So I got the battle, Rubba Tongue 2-1, taking the second and the third. Fire battle, no slight on Joe. I wouldn't even say, you can't really even say Joe lost the battle. You know what I'm saying? This was such a good battle. I think it just came down to a nail-biting preference, and I preferred Rubba's material over Joe's material. Shout out both these guys. Shout out Demons. Shout out Free Game. Shout out Toys Rap Battle League. Shout out the Grizz exam. Them niggas keep putting on. They've been fire all year. Yay!